My name is Stella Henry. Good afternoon. I'm here this afternoon to talk about suicidal thoughts. And I want to let somebody know this morning that suicide is a self-murder. And my question is, why should anyone take God's authority upon themselves to take their own lives, since God takes and God gives? It is ungodly to end one's life despite the scenario behind your story. Think about the people you're going to leave behind. It does not heal easily. It has a deep, lasting impact. To you, it's a permanent solution. Solution to what? To a temporary problem that may change the next day. Solution to end your sickness. Solution to run away from a scar of a rape from a family member. Solution to end an embarrassment. Solution to end an abject poverty. Sometimes, solution to cover your own shame. A pastor took his own life when he discovered that the woman he slept with became pregnant. He was trying to cover his own shame. He didn't know how he was going to stand it. Brethren, suicide is not an option. A man of God was preaching and he said, most of these Christians are committing suicide due to the fact that hyping pastors are preaching, miracle preach, telling them that you cannot serve God without, and you're still going to be broke. They preach about money, they talk about house, they talk about car, and you look at yourself, you don't have a car, you are so broke. You became so desperate and very ashamed of your condition, and you want to take your own life. That is selfish, that is greed. Plus, they want to hear what they want to hear. Many don't like holiness preaching. No wonder the book of Timothy, 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 3 says, that a time is coming when people will not endure sound teaching. They will follow their own desires and will look for teachers who will teach exactly what they want to hear, what their ears want to hear. Mature Christians, and I mean mature Christians, they know that life has its ups and downs. They know that life brings tribulation, life brings trouble. The same life brings blessings and comfort. Sorrow is inevitable, and sorrow is something that can just knock on anybody's door at any time. Can we see the case of Job, a righteous man? Despite all he went through, Job maintained his faith in Christ. If we are angry over our own Creator due to our worries, when are we going to have time to fear God and keep his own commandments? If we suffer here as Christians, do we not have solace in Christ over our promises in the New Jerusalem? Revelation chapter 21 verse 4 says, he will wipe tears away in our eyes. There will no more be wailing, crying, mourning, death. Everything will be gone. Pain will be gone. John 16:33 says, I have told you these things so that you may have peace in me. In this world you will have trouble. But he said, take heart, for I have overcome the world. You will have peace in me. But you will have trouble in the world. So he never said there will be no sunshine. He never said there will be no rain. But give them all to Jesus, and he will turn your sorrows into joy. We need to know our promises as Christians. Some people were able to skate through their storms. What are you doing with your storms? You just want to die. That's the little cross that you have to carry, but you cannot carry it. Will you have trouble as a child of God? why you are here in this life? Yes. Does every trouble mean you have failed as a Christian? No. Even the book of John chapter 9 verse 1 through 12 says, neither the man that was born blind nor his parents sinned. Sometimes you go through some things in life not because you have sinned. It's a class you have to pass to go to the next class. Hallelujah. People said suicide does not mean going to hellfire. Well, how about John 3:18? It says, whoever believes in me will not be condemned. But whoever does not believe is already condemned. Some want to kill themselves because they think their secret is about to be unveiled. Others want to take their lives because they've been sick for too long. I can't take this anymore. I can't take it anymore. I will just die. Some are taking their lives because a loved one, a father or an uncle has raped them, leaving an ugly scar in their mind. Some are taking their lives because of poverty. Some are taking their lives because they think that even God himself has failed them. Life itself has failed. Friends have failed. Nobody wants to understand me. Nobody actually understands me. No one loves me. Why am I here? Let me tell you, brother, that is a contradiction to the book of John 3:18. Do they believe? The people that are taking their own lives, do they really believe? Do they know the all-sufficient God? I mean, all-sufficient God. Do they trust in the finished work? That trust that brings us into his rest. They no more believe in the God of love who has saved them. They think that God has failed. Brethren, may we believe today that we might not be condemned. It's okay to be emotional, but please, let's be on top of it all. Let's control ourselves. Emotion is something that will change. Our conditions, the situation you find yourself today is something that may change tomorrow. Emotions and feelings put us in despair if we don't know how to practice the word of God. Remember, some people trusted in the Lord through their storms. We need to do the same. Don't use your own as an excuse to end your own life. There's judgment after life. Don't end your own life. You never created. That which is ugly today is bound to be better tomorrow. Remember that the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3 says there's a right time for everything. A time to rain and a time for sunshine. Those who had bad experience, can you start doing a talk show? Can you start teaching? You are not in need alone. People want to hear your audio and it's going to help them. Sometimes let's try to change our negativity to positivity and we'll see what the Lord will do. You are not alone. You are not alone. Give them all to Jesus today, and he will turn your sorrows into joy. The book of Romans says, if you call upon him, he will answer and save us. We have our own promises as Christians. If it is ugly here today, it's going to be beautiful there tomorrow. But how about you suffer in this world today, and then you go to hellfire tomorrow? It is not your portion. It is not my portion. Suicide is not an option. And I pray that you will ponder and rethink. God bless you as you do so. Amen.